In terms of climate justice, we know that the communities, the frontline communities that have been most impacted are indigenous communities, African communities, and I say indigenous actually globally, working class, low income, poor folks, right? And farm workers, right? The police state and the police forces and militarization are used to suppress and to steal land.
I come from the communities that are suffering from lead poisoning, from mercury, from contamination of their water, contamination of their lands. And so we understand that there's a direct connection from what we talk about when we say vulnerable communities as it relates to climate and environment.
So when we talk about what the climate justice issues really are, it's about defense of land, defense of water, defense of air, but it's also about defense of life. We have a friend who has been speaking up around human rights here in this nation, who is currently behind the walls and who has been fasting, who is on a hunger strike for over 200 plus days in order to make a statement about human rights violations and atrocities. And you cannot talk about the climate crisis without talking about human rights. Those things are inextricably connected. And we plan to continue to lift up and leverage our privilege, our U.S. passports, the access that we have with our elected officials to really put pressure for his liberation and for increased, democracy and free speech for all.